Hi everyone, it's Evangeline here at eTrailer, and today we'll be taking a look at our eTrailer folding and tilting steel cargo carrier and how it fits on the 2023 Cadillac XT4. This is a very popular cargo carrier because of its versatility. So if you need a little bit of extra cargo space, but maybe you don't have much space inside your garage or behind your vehicle, this is a great way to create that space. Now, it is going to be on the large side, so there are some downsides to it too, and we'll talk about that focusing on the XT4. If you want to deep dive into the specs, measurements, and how it works, check out our full demo here at etrailer.com as well. So the main thing here is a lot of people like to drive around with this in the folded up position. That way, before they go to wherever they need to pick up their cargo, it's ready, it's on their vehicle, but they don't feel like a road narwhal taking up a bunch of space. So with it folded up like this, some things to remember is your rear windows going to be completely visible, your taillights will be visible, it will cover your license plate and your backup camera though. So you have this mesh design. So what's going to happen is you can kind of see your license plate. Your backup camera is lined up right there, just a little bit past where our eTrailer logo is. So when you go into reverse, you'll see the carrier, but you'll also kind of see if there's any cars or people behind you. And if that's a major issue for you, you could just fold this down. So quick measurements before we fold it down. The length this will add to the back of your vehicle, and I measure from the bumper to the end, that's going to be about 14 and a half inches with it in this position. To fold it down, you have some pins and you have some clips. So we're going to remove the clip on this side, and then we're going to remove this pin. So with that removed, this now folds down and automatically lines up in the ready position. So don't forget to put your pin right back in, and then the clip as well. And that secures it in the ready to load. So notice how much space we have here between our carrier and our vehicle. I really like that clearance because that makes it easier to tighten down your pin. We have our hitch pin alignment collar, definitely worth checking out in the demo to see how that helps out with putting this on your vehicle. You are able to open up your hatch even with the cargo carrier down. In fact, look at where the door is. If your cargo carrier is fully loaded up, you don't even have to tilt it away because you still have full access to your hatch with your door opening. So then you have storage space in your vehicle and storage space outside of your vehicle. If you want to tilt it away, it's just going to be that top pin and then that tilts down. You won't need to take a look at it because we have full clearance. Now, speaking of clearance, let's talk about ground clearance. We have a slight rise here. So the end of the carrier is going to be 18 and a half inches up off the ground. When you go up steep inclines like those driveways or hills, that's something worth considering. This will add a lot of length to the back of your car though. So going back to the bumper where we measured earlier, to the end of the carrier, that's going to be 41 inches. So if you have a small garage, definitely something worth considering. Now, what type of cargo can you put on here? You have a 24 by 60 inch measurement. You have a carrier made of steel, so you can use any part of these rails as anchor points. Remember to strap things down. We have a bunch of extra straps here at eTrailer if you want to purchase them along with this carrier. You have this mesh floor, which gives you stability for your cargo, but also if you're carrying around something that's muddy or sandy, no issues. You can just hose the carrier off and you're good to go again. And with this too, for your vehicle, you may want to consider your exhaust. There's a lot of clearance or a lot of space from your exhaust to your carrier. So even though it's kind of facing that direction, it's going to go underneath. If you want to be extra careful, just don't put your heat sensitive items towards the corner. You may want them towards the center, but compared to other cargo carriers that come up right against your bumper, this is going to give you a much better experience. So all in all, depending on what type of cargo you're carrying as well as how much space you have inside your garage or inside your vehicle, I think this is a solid choice You get a lot of space, although you take up a lot of space as well. If you want something more compact, check out the Flint Hill Goods Steel Compact Cargo Carrier. That's going to be a bit smaller, but then it takes up less space. There's pros and cons to whatever you're doing or whichever product you want to get. So hopefully this video helped you out with finding the best fit for you. This was a look at the eTrailer Cargo Carrier that tilts and folds and how it works on a 2023 Cadillac XT4.
Here on our test course, we'll start by going through the slalom. This is going to show us the side-to-side action. This simulates turning corners or evasively maneuvering. Once we get to the full speed bumps, we'll see the up and down action. This will be just like driving in and out of a parking lot, parking garage, or driveway. Once we get to the alternating speed bumps, we'll see the twisting action. This will simulate hitting a curb or pothole or driving over uneven pavement.